So, when you hear the Philippines, what is the very first image that pops into your head? For most of us, it's pristine white sand beaches, crystal clear water, tropical vacations, and let's be totally honest, probably some incredibly enthusiastic karaoke. Right, but for this explainer, we are completely throwing out that basic postcard view. We're looking at a country of extraordinary cultural quirks and staggering geographical superlatives that completely defy those common expectations. You expect a standard tropical getaway, a place to just lay on the sand. But the reality? We are talking about a place that literally has a cave system so massive it has its own weather. Exactly. A country that constructed an entire language on purpose just to hold itself together. And communities that literally pick up and carry houses down the street by hand. It's absolutely wild. 7,641. That is the staggering number of islands that actually make up the Philippine archipelago.
It's massive.
And to put that sheer scale into perspective, this single country is scattered across an area of ocean that is larger than the entire Mediterranean Sea. It's a geographical giant just hiding in plain sight. But here is the real punchline. Out of those 7,000 plus islands, more than 5,000 of them don't even have official names on international maps yet. Imagine that. In our hyper-connected GPS-mapped world, new islands in the Philippines are still going through the formal process of being mapped and named today. And the geography only gets wilder from there. Take Palawan's Puerto Princesa subterranean river. This isn't just your regular tourist cave.
Not at all. It's one of the world's largest known cave systems. The chambers inside Puerto Princesa are so incredibly immense that they literally contain their own weather systems. You've got underground rivers and actual jungle ecosystems thriving inside, completely in the dark.
It's like a lost world, and the wildlife matches that epic scale. The Philippine eagle, the national bird, is one of the largest and most powerful eagles on the planet, boasting a wingspan that reaches over 2 meters. That's wider than most people are tall. But it's also critically endangered, with fewer than 800 individuals left in the wild. The government protects them fiercely. Harming or killing one of these magnificent birds will land you a staggering 12 years in prison. Now, the irony goes right down to the country's name itself. Right, the Philippines was named after King Philip II of Spain, who ordered its colonization back in 1565. Think about that. An entire archipelago of over 7,000 islands has spent 5 centuries carrying the name of a monarch who, in his 42 years of ruling, never once set foot on Philippine soil. 0 visits. It's an incredible historical quirk. But post-colonization, you have a nation spread out over thousands of islands, speaking over 170 different regional languages.
So how do you unify them?
Well, you invent a language on purpose. The national language Filipino was deliberately constructed by educators and linguists in the 20th century.
They used Tagalog as a base, but wove in Spanish, English, and regional dialects. It's quite literally a language built by a committee to hold a beautifully diverse nation together.
And while they share that constructed spoken language, they also share a completely natural, unspoken, physical language that thoroughly confuses almost every first-time visitor. Oh, lip pointing. If you ask a Filipino for directions, there's a really good chance they won't use their finger. Instead, they'll simply pucker their lips and gesture with their mouth toward the location. It is entirely natural to locals and wonderfully perplexing if you aren't expecting it. Then there's the jeepney. After World War II, the American military left thousands of Jeeps behind, and the locals didn't just scrap them, they transformed them. They turned these utilitarian military vehicles into brightly decorated shared taxis. We're talking chrome horses, religious icons, neon lights, celebrity portraits.
They are the ultimate folk art on wheels and arguably the most recognized visual symbol of daily Filipino culture.
But of course, with over 7,000 islands, the roads only take you so far. You might think of a navy in terms of massive aircraft carriers or destroyers, but the Philippines essentially relies on one of the world's largest navies of small ships.
Exactly. They have one of the highest numbers of registered fishing and inter-island vessels per capita anywhere in the world. Island life runs on these boats. Where the land stops, this incredible ocean of small ships connects the country.
Which brings us right back to karaoke. Calling it a hobby is a massive understatement. It's practically a national religion.
The statistics are wild. They have one of the highest rates of karaoke machine ownership per household globally. Singing is so deeply woven into the culture that you'll find machines in village squares, on small fishing boats, and yes, even at funeral receptions.
It's taken very seriously. There have literally been altercations reported over song choices, specifically over Frank Sinatra's My Way. You definitely do not mess with a Filipino singing My Way. But that intense passion extends to how the community supports each other, which leads to what I consider the ultimate cultural mic drop, bayanihan. Bayanihan is the celebrated Filipino cultural value of communal spirit, and it is demonstrated literally. When a family needs to move their house, they don't pack boxes. Dozens of neighbors gather around, physically lift the entire structure by hand, and literally walk the house down the road to its new location. It still happens today. It's an incredible image of literal heavy lifting by a community. When you zoom out and look at this journey we've just taken, from an archipelago of 7,000 islands to massive caves, deliberately constructed languages, and communities carrying houses on their shoulders,
it really changes your perspective. The Philippines is so much more than just a tropical vacation spot. As this quote perfectly sums up, it is genuinely one of the most culturally distinctive and layered countries in Southeast Asia.
which leaves us with a final provocative question. If a country we all associate with simple beaches and karaoke actually holds this much profound cultural depth, geographical mystery, and incredible humanity,
What else are we missing about the rest of the map? What other incredible realities are hiding right behind the common stereotypes of the world's most famous destinations?
it's definitely something to think about next time you book a trip.